Texas police lieutenant says cops were reluctant to engage Dunn man because they cold been shot. Police. Dunn man killed about 1 hour after he entered school. What aren't people talking enough about? How 70 to 80-year-olds are generally regarded as unemployable due to mental decline/skill mismatch, yet they're exclusively running the country. The father of the Highland Park parade shooter says he does not regret signing a consent for his son to apply for gun ownership after threatened to kill his entire family. Father of Highland Park parade shooter does not regret helping his son get a permit to purchase. I don't want my man to wear glasses. I feel like that's a little gay. Even with my glasses off I can see that your IQ is below the room temperature. So my daughter was carrying around and guarding this box for 2 days and would not tell me what was in it. When I finally snapped and took the box, she died laughing because it was nothing but a string in it and she was just acting like Patrick. I want a different kid. There are no pronouns in the Bible. Can you please explain to me what you think a pronoun is? Delivery questions. It's a surprise party for my mother and we live together. So please can the box not look obvious it's party supplies. Love how basically every study says that students do better in school with less homework and later start times and workers do better with more vacation days and shorter shifts. But we do the exact opposite in this godforsaken country because puritanical feelings apparently beat facts. You will never change what you tolerate. No curve here. Can we agree on that? I love flat earthers because they remind me that even though I'm a failure, there are always people even more disappointing than me. What's a real currency? The US dollar. The most valuable currency on earth. $50,000 would basically make you a millionaire in London or Paris, where they use pounds and euros, and both of which are worth more than dollars. A pound is a use of measurement, bro. We are talking about currency. Michigan woman charged with caring for wildlife without permit. Animals killed by state officials. This is in Singapore's Changi Airport. It is illegal to be LGBTQ in Singapore society if it was run by the girls and the gays. Tony Perks, the leader of an anti-LGBT hate group, who claimed that God uses natural disasters such as hurricanes and flooding to punish homosexuals and their supporters, had his own house destroyed by a flood. Texas won't force a 12-year-old to wear a mask at school, but they'll force her to have a ducking baby. Comments on 2077. 10 seconds to the future. Unquenchable thirst. Free documentary. I'll be 74 years old in 2077. I want to watch this video and laugh how wrong we were back then. So you're only 3 years old. Wow. I grabbed this bullshit ace chorizo made of soy. I thought it was saying, I'm chorizo in Spanish. Punjab made universal health care available for 110 million people. Germany gave 2 million workers a 25% raise. Spain has adopted a 4-day workweek. And Finland is giving every homeless person a home. Meanwhile, the US is trying to ban abortion and roll back child labor laws. Shake my head. Medicare for all would abolish private insurance. There's no precedent in American history. Oh no, not my beloved private insurance, which increases 10 to 20% every year, costs more than my mortgage did, and doesn't cover anything until I've paid $13,000 first. Homosexual people have the right to be in a family. They are children of God. Pope Francis said in one of his sit-down interviews for the film. He is not a true Catholic. He is literally the Pope. All of Impossible Meat's processing plants are adjacent to a major Planned Parenthood abortion center and a FedEx distribution center. Roe v. Wade has been overturned. Watch for Impossible Burgers to be now only available in states where abortion is still legal. Yes, I said that. How do atheists decide between good choices and bad choices? If you need the treat of eternal punishment to be a good person, you are not a good person. Forget that Joe Rogan stuff. I wanna know how Ghislaine Maxwell got convicted of sex trafficking without any of her customers being brought to light. Call me old-fashioned, but I feel that simply not paying Activision $15,000 is probably a more effective protest. A Diablo Immortal player spent $15,000 getting a rare gem, then destroyed it in protest. Atheist logic. This sandcastle came up by chance after millions of years of erosion. Is it still available? Hello. I'm late to pick up my daughter, and I need to know now. Jesus man, I'm sorry, it's been like 5 minutes. Yes, it's available. I was late picking up my daughter because of you. I demand a reduction in the price, or I'm not taking it. I guess you won't take it then. Tell your daughter I'm sorry, you're her dad. I deleted and reinstalled my Parkler app and it's back up. Thanks for the wrong info. I deleted my app and there insta a new one and now mine is gone. Remove this post as its information is wrong. Mark Zuckerberg says Meta employees lovingly refer to him as the Eye of Sauron. Your husband Jason Bobert was arrested in 2004 for exposing his pens to a group of teenage girls in a bowling alley. Take your children to church, not drag bars. Tell me you've never read the Bible without telling me you've never read the Bible. Marjorie Taylor Greene says Cupid is a bioweapon because God would never create a fatal illness that harms people. My 14-year-old daughter was selected by her peers to present her oratorical essay on the stigma of periods to the high school, but the administration doesn't think my daughter should present because the topic is inappropriate. I was sincerely assaulted by a DoorDash driver today, and DoorDash is saying they can't do anything besides give me a $10 credit to my account, a $20 refund, and contact me in 48 hours. This driver was caught masturbating over my food in his car and DoorDash simply said, well, investigate. Jesus did not comply with lockdowns. Happy Easter. Yes, the duck did. When the plague swept whoever that was to tell everyone to get inside and paint something on their door frames. Instead of painting, we wore masks. Damn, I am a Satanist and I know more about your Bible than you apparently, LMAO. My friend is hiring for his company and this resume came in. Militant spouse. She's dead serious, LMAO. Get the ducking out of here. A child ripped up their allowance because he wasn't happy with the amount. His mom walked out of her room and saw this. What would you do if this was your child's behavior? Keep it and give him a piece of it anytime he asks for money, LMAO. We are quite certain those streets were built prior to 1966. The Church of Satan says religion has no place in politics, yet we see their pentagram in front of the White House. Coincidence? Gift card scam. Customers are receiving phone calls saying they missed jury duty, missed a bill payment, etc. etc. These are scams. No official government organization will ever call or request gift cards. You don't think universal healthcare qualifies as a charity handout? It's people financing other people's problems. Hey Trent, if your house catches on fire, I don't want my taxes to go towards financing your problems with my charitable handouts. Be a ducking man and call around to get sock and quotes on quality firefighting services, you lazy shut. Pharmaceutical giant. This medicine costs $3 to make, but I'm selling it to stick people for $300 because I know that they can't just refuse to buy it. Rich people. That's a smart business strategy. Reddit user. These GameStop shares cost me $3 each, but I'm selling them to short investors for $300 each because I know that they can't just refuse to buy it. Rich people. The horror government. Put a stop to this. Russian tourist who posed naked on 700-year-old sacred tree for photos will be deported from Bali. Honestly, if scammers toned it down a little, they could totally get me. Live, I've won $1 million? Obvious scam. I've won a pizza? Yes, here is my social security number. Well, there goes a parking spot. A 6'4" broke guy has more innate biological value than a 5'8" doctor/engineer. His genes took millions of years to develop and managed to persist to the modern age. You will never be able to compete. A guy in psychology class said he thought orientation could possibly be a choice. Me. Okay, so if orientation is a choice, choose to be gay right now. Him. No. Me. Why not? Him. Because I don't find men attractive. Me. So choose to find them attractive. Him. I can't. Me. Sorry. What was that? You can't? We are hearing that Rayla Campbell was late to her own Back the Blue rally due to being detained by police. She was showing people the book Genderqueer and saying it was child pronoun. So someone reported her for possession of child pronoun. How to get that smell out of my gaming chair. A common problem that most people have is that their gaming chairs start to smell. Mine has started to smell of PO. This is very unpleasant and my girlfriend has started whining about it recently, which makes me angry. I've tried wiping it down with wet wipes and the smell doesn't seem to leave. Any advice? How do you guys get rid of the smell? Improve your own hygiene. Sitting on things should not generate smell like that at all with proper hygiene. Wow, very judgmental community here. US soccer fails to make the Olympics. Hi. Just a loving reminder that the US women's national team will be at the Olympics. You know, the reigning World Cup champs. Restaurant review in Pakistan. Very bad quality, non-expensive with garbage taste. They don't even know how to make pink tea. I'm very disappointed. Thanks, we appreciate your feedback. Gandu, we've been closed for over a month, so we don't know where you got your naan from. Wow. Sandy Hook parents' lawyer is revealing that Alex Jones' lawyers sent him the contents of Jones' phone by mistake 12 days ago. Your return is messed up and sent me a digital copy of every text Jones has sent for years. You know what perjury is? The lawyer asks. My hospital bill went from $4,000 to $950 all because I asked them for a receipt and list of everything I was being charged for. Shaking my ducking head, they lowered my bill by 76%. Our healthcare system is a scam. Upon checking here, the package was delivered last September 9th, 2022 in your shipping address on record. May I know if you have checked for the package in your surroundings or maybe with your neighbors? That date hasn't happened yet. It's September 5th, 2022. Matt Gaetz says Americans with diabetes should just lose weight after he voted against lowering the price of insulin. Gaetz says diabetes sufferers should lose weight after vote against insulin price cap. If we all just switched to cursive and stick shift cars, we could cripple an entire generation. I love how you all talk shut about a generation you raised, like it's their fault and not yours. I mean, I love dogs as much as anyone, but it's a no from me. Looking for a local dog wanker for during the week. I can handle weekends myself. Must have experience with larger dogs. Some earrings I ordered on AliExpress never arrived, and they asked for photo incidents. Not surprising. Anyone who grew up in the 90s remembers that race was hardly an issue at all, and recess was rarely discussed. Things were fine until the left ruined it all intentionally. How would night and day work on a flat earth? I just like seeing others' views. The sun produces a cone of light above the flat earth. The sun moves around, always 80 to 120 kilometers in the sky, lighting up different areas. Why would it produce a cone instead of light going all directions and lighting up the whole earth at once? Because the sun is 2D. The novelist who wrote How to Murder Your Husband is now on trial for murdering her husband. Don't eat or drink anything after midnight before his 3-year-old daughter's surgery the next morning. Tonsils and adenoids. While intubating his daughter the next morning, she committed scrambled eggs, causing her to aspirate them into her lungs. Her heart stopped, and I did chest compressions on her for 25 minutes. We got her back, aborted the surgery, and transferred her to pediatric ICU on a ventilator. Her father's response: she said she was hungry. I thought you were being too hard on her. It must have been something you did to her. Florida man converted of a hate crime for a road rage incident in which he tried to run a black man and his family off the road and sold him, only to find the victim was a mixed martial artist who fought back. Florida man converted in hate crime road rage attack on martial artist dad. Is this how 8-Jots acted when seatbelts were invented? They protested over their right to die in a crash? My god. Wear the mask. I will not comply. 2020, 2021, 2022. I'm 30 years old and today I just realized you are supposed to add a can of water to the chicken noodle soup. Mix soup plus 1 can water. Are you pro-life? Would you do whatever you can to protect human life? Of course. Why aren't you wearing a mask? It's a personal choice. I doubt periods are that painful though. I feel like you just gotta man up and get used to it. Crying about it won't do anything. Why do you believe they aren't that painful? Serious question. No, like, it happens so much that you just have to get used to it. There comes a time and point where you do have to actually man up about it. The only thing that can stop a laser is something made up of matter. That is, these lasers, which appear to end exactly at the same distance, are being stopped by something. Incidents that the firmament or dome is real. Rod Stewart fears we're too late to stop global warming. What does he care? He's not a US citizen, he's not affected. The Bible was written entirely by the greatest American who ever lived, Jesus. This a joke or? It's called history, sweetie. Look it up. A guy came into my job without a mask on and threw a fit when I asked him to put one on. I work at a Cupid testing site. Doctor friend to anti-vaxxer patient yesterday. When are you getting vaccinated? Anti-vaxxer. Never. I'm not putting that in my body. Doctor, I should remind you that you overdosed on drugs 3 times this year. You've got the flag of the German Empire in your name. Are you joking? Ducking, look at it mate. It's the flag of Egypt. My country. Oh my god. Adults who still drink milk. Are you okay? Unless you're a hungry baby. Drinking milk on its own is unsettling behavior. Complainer versus action taker. I will never be able to leave this island. I'm leaving this island. OMG, all I need to share something. So yesterday we had an election in Spain, right? Well, the left won by a lot and the fascists are super past. And they have created a mascot to try to represent how bad the LBT is. And it's the cutest thing I've ever seen. Dear valued guest, thank you for choosing to stay at Le Méridien SX Chicago. Public safety remains a top priority for the Lollapalooza event, and the city has worked closely with the organizers to plan and prepare for the safety and security of festival attendees, performers and staff. The city has implemented safety and security measures appropriate for an active shooter. As our hotel is positioned across the street from the Lollapalooza event, the Chicago Police Department is asking that you do not open and or stand in the guest room windows, as it will send an alert of a potential active shooter. Thank you for your cooperation and understanding during this Lollapalooza event weekend. This girl sitting next to me gave herself an insulin shot in class yesterday, and the girl next to her said, "Can you like not do that right now?" She replied with, "No Deborah, I'd like to live." Class of 2020. Let's go. Oh. You're too old for her. He's gay. He's like 25 and she's 16. He's gay. He's older than her. And why are you insulting him? He is literally homosexual. Canada just announced it'll provide the new Cupid vaccine to every Canadian who wants it. For free. That's great. Just out of curiosity, which country was it that developed the vaccine? Wonder why. Thanks for asking, Ted. The Pfizer-BioNTech vaccines was first developed in Germany by a pair of immigrant scientists from Turkey. I wish we could use laughing emojis in real life. Or you could just ducking laugh. Biden is a traitor. Know how to find an atheist? They'll tell you. Yeah. Those atheists wearing their atheist necklaces and atheist earrings, and building gigantic atheist monuments, and congregating to yell out loud how much they love atheism, and going around the world to different countries to tell people they should be atheist and painting pictures of the first atheist and screaming to random strangers how they love atheism. Yeah, it's atheists who do that. Has anyone else noticed this? Walmart in Paso Robles is flying an inverted American flag. I don't know a lot about backwards flags, but I do know that it's satanic in nature and a despicable thing for a local business to do. It is in the book of Exodus, chapter 17. Moses identified the Lord as the banner under which Israel defeated the Amalekites. To seal this declaration, he built an altar and called it Jehovah Nissi, the Lord our banner. In battle, opposing nations flew their flag on a pole of the front line. Slags. The message you have sent has been flagged as suspicious by the Indian Telecommunication Authority, ITA. The message has been forwarded to the Bangalore police for further action and is under complaint number BA6563. This is an automatic system that is still in beta phase. If you think this is a mistake, please type IMADICK. They dead ace used pretty images photo of a shark and cropped it onto their poster LMFAO. The DCEU is a ducking joke. That's what stock photos are for. Did you think they actually photographed a dude chilling with sharks? We don't do NFTs. If you see a cyanide and happiness NFT, that wasn't us. If you bought a cyanide and happiness NFT, you got scammed. Also lol. Don't know why you had to add the also lol at the end there. Shouldn't glorify vulnerable people being scammed. NFT bros losing money is funnier than any of our comics. Men opening doors for women is a symbol of aggressive patriarchy. Men are saying you may enter or leave this place, but only on my say so. A man opening and holding a door open for a woman is him subconsciously reminding her that all men are in control of a woman's choices. I dash ahead of women and hold the door closed from the other side, so they have to fight me for it. This way she knows she defeated the patriarchy fair and square to open her own door. OMG.